Hey y'all, what's up? Sorry if I have to speak louder, I will. My air slash heat is on. Anyways, so I want to talk about this EXO Samsung thing. I know a lot of popular vloggers have talked about it, but I've been talking about it like forever on my blog. Starting from I think the airport incident. Even before that, I just decided to talk about it. Samsung fans. I wrote a post about Samsung fans October 31st of last year, Halloween. That was the reason why I wrote it on that day. Because they're creepy. Something's wrong with them, and I just tagged them in with Halloween. Well, Halloween decided to come a little bit early, and Samsung's fans, I mean, they haven't gone away. That's the key thing that I want to just talk about right now. I've been talking about this, like I said, forever. And so when this incident of them crashing Baekhyun's brother's wedding, that surprised me. But in a way, why are we talking about Samsung fans when something major happens? That's what I want to get at, because we need to talk about this more than when they crashed something big major, like when they got banned from Aikigayo. Sorry, I'm not good with these Korean pronunciations. I am sorry, but you understand what I'm talking about. We shouldn't talk about it when they get banned from that place. We shouldn't talk about it when where this girl cut herself to show her love. To me, even though that's creepy, that's on the level of Samsung fans, because she's trying to get attention by doing something stupid, and cutting yourself to show love is stupid. I think Justin Bieber fans did that. Not on the smoking pot incident. Well, they did that for the smoking pot incident that we know of, but they also did it before, like the same thing that this girl did. I don't know if it's on her arms, on her legs, whatever. She cut herself. That's the main thing. And we shouldn't just talk about, like I said, we shouldn't talk about it on important when something major happens. You need to talk about when something minor happens, because these girls are getting out of control. This has been happening for a long time. They just have not been saying anything about it. But since it's their brother's wedding, they're talking about it now. Not bloggers or anything, but it's just in the forefront. And now they're bringing up on Tumblr, bringing up all the past things that Samsung fans have done. No, we should have talked about this before this happened, or brought light to it. But the thing is, that's where I'm at a crossroad. When you vlog, or do anything about that's about Samsung fans, they accomplish their goal in a way. You giving them attention, but if you don't talk about it, then they're gonna do something worse. That's where it's crazy, and that's where it's out of control, where we don't know what to do with it. And so I'm at a crossroads. Like, should I be vlogging about this? Well, I've been blogging about it since last year, so I might as well vlog about it. And I just don't like this wedding thing, because that was just downright disrespectful. I mean, I think, the bride must be mad, the groom must be mad. Yeah, they are mad. But you have to think, that's just disrespectful. And yes, that's his only brother and everything. That's just downright disrespectful. I don't care if they didn't care about the wedding. I don't care if they only concern was EXO. That was just disrespectful, period. And to me, I don't know why the married couple aren't pressing charges. They crashed your wedding. You have the right to press charges on these girls, and I'm surprised they didn't do that. I would have did that. Like, shit, I would take off my gown and start hitting some people, because that's not right. And no, I mean, forget Baekhyun's career right now. You just destroyed my wedding, which, is kind of unacceptable to, like, divorce over there, I guess. And that's your wedding, your once-in-a-lifetime wedding, and you aren't doing anything about it. Yes, Baekhyun feels sorry and apologize, but you can't just, they're not doing anything about it. That's what's irritating me. I would have stopped that wedding, planned it for another day, used Baekhyun's money to to redo my wedding, and you know what, they just have to sing to me via webcam. sorry, you can't be there. I'm via webcam. That's good enough because you they messed up the wedding. And I would you could we there. It's just that they no. There ain't no way there wasn't no way where I would have just like had on like some type of pants underneath and a sports bra and whoop some girls' butt. That's what I would have done. Or press charges. Unless if you don't want to take off your gown or anything. Press charges. And I don't think they did that. I don't know. They should. They should have got your information. You know, the little wedding book. Sign your name, you know. I'm gonna press charges on you because I don't know who you are. You weren't invited. Your name is unusual on my wedding book. You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna get charged. And that's the thing. Sansa fans need to get. There needs to be some type of laws that that protect idols from Sansa fans, and protect Sansa fans. Sorry, protect idols. Be protected from Sansa fans. There need to be laws instead of officials or whoever blaming the idols. They need to blame the Sansa fans because they're doing their job as idols and they sing and go home. It's not their job to say, hey girl, stop doing this. Even though they say that, they still do it. So if the idols can't stop them, people with guns can. You know, it's not that difficult. Just need to play some laws. And I blame SM for a lot of things. I'm sorry, SM, but sometimes sometimes some things could have been avoided. It could have been avoided when they first showed signs of it. Like I said, you shouldn't pay attention to major stuff. You need to pay attention to minor stuff. They should have pressed charges. No, SM should have put like more money into like protecting them. That's what I said. If you want your idols to stay alive and not get embarrassed and, you know, looked down upon by family members who went to a wedding but they didn't get a wedding that they wanted, you need to hire more bodyguards. I don't care. It's your fault that you want to make a 12-member group. You need to put the money into them, and that's bodyguarding. You know, their record's doing well, you know, so you need to give them money to, not give them money, you need to put money that they earn into hiring security guards. Maybe put some security guards outside their parents' house. I don't know, whatever links they have to go to where these girls need to know that, oh, I can't go with the security guards, you know. But I don't know. I don't even know how they found the location of the wedding, and it's just there's so many unanswered questions. There's so many unanswered questions on these things, and it's just, how did they find out about where the wedding was located? I wrote about this in my blog post, so I won't repeat it. I'll just link you to it. But it's just that. And I just gave straight news. I didn't really give my opinion because I gave my opinions on Sansa fans since last year. I just don't like them, and the idols, they're not companies. No idols aren't doing anything about it. I read somewhere where the EXO's manager said something. Oh, it's not our fault. We tried. We got more security and so on and so forth, but it's not working. Well, we need to bring in the law, okay? No, the bodyguards don't work. Bring in the law, because it's illegal to do some of the things that they're doing. It's just that, to me, SM wants to do something when their artists or idols get into danger. It doesn't need to go that far. It never needs to go that far. If it goes far to the point where your idol's on a hospital bed because of a Sansa fan, you let it go on too far. And so that's when, like, SM's you're to blame partially, because some of this stuff could have stopped a long time ago, but they're fans, you know. We can't do anything to our money makers, you know. We need money. I hope you don't think that way. I just hope you don't. But it's also the blame of the parents, because we don't know where the parents of these girls are at. Like I said last year, they start off very young, because I don't think young adults will have time to do a whole lot of shit. Now, if they do, then something's not right. They probably have enough money to keep them occupied. But their parents need to do something. These girls are skipping school. These girls aren't doing their homework. These girls aren't getting the proper education because they're following these boys around, crashing weddings, doing stupid shit. And they should reflect on their grades. And if parents are so key in on education, then parents should know that, oh, okay, this girl used to be an A student, now she's a D student. So what's going on? Did she get a boyfriend? Is she skipping school? Oh, she's swallowing EXO? Oh, no, we can't have that. So, parents are partially to blame. People like, well, their parents think they're in school and, parents, blah, 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 blah. No, parents are to blame. Are to blame. I don't care. Are to blame. Once you put some fines on these Senson's activities, their parents will stop them. Hopefully. I hope that they'll do that. Because if you keep finding these students, these kids, on the stupid shit that they do, and their parents have to pay for it, then I bet you their parents was like, no, you need to stop. Now, if they don't do that, then you're not parents, because if that was me, I would have been dead so quick it wouldn't be funny. If I have so many fines where I followed somebody and made their life miserable, which I would never do. If my mom found out about that stupid nonsense, I would be dead. I would be dead, and she won't care. She'll pay for it, and she'll also pay for my funeral. Okay, it just needs to be some type of laws, consequences for these students. For these girls, because if there were some in place, then maybe some shit will be done. I don't know. It's just that, and I think God dang it, I forgot their username, but you guys know them. Courtney and God damn it, Jasmine. There we go. Sorry. They brought up that they can't reveal if they're dating or not because of these Sense-On fans. Well, regardless if they're dating or not, I'm not trying to go against them because that's true. But regardless if they're dating or not, their family's still in danger. They are still in danger. I don't care if they add in another person, but if you have two idols together, I'm not saying that's gonna double the things of, double the danger, but they're both will still be in danger because they're idol, and idols have these type of fans, so they're gonna be in danger regardless if they date each other or not. As we can see with EXO, as we can see with TVXQ, by themselves, it's dangerous. So if you added another idol, there still be a danger. So but I agree with secrecy and dating and all that stuff because they can't that stuff. But it's just, when did these type of things start? When did it start with HOT? Did it start? Well, we know it would start with QVXQ and DBSK. We already know them. They're just like the kings of it. But EXO's trying to take that throne for some odd reason. Exotics, like Sense-On fans are like, DBS, who? We gonna take that. And I don't like saying it in a joking way, but they're doing stupid, crazy shit, and it's really crossing the line. And they need to be charged for it. I cannot stress how much they need to be charged for it. And Tayo could go to his little Weibo account and say something, but to me that doesn't matter. You can speak out all you want. It won't matter. You look at TVXQ and DBSK situation. The person even hit the fan and he got in trouble. So what are you gonna do going to your Weibo account? They accomplish something. You talking about them? That's the thing. That's why they're crazy. They need to go to the hospital or something because it's not right. Oh, I could go on about this, but like I said before, I wrote about this, and I wrote about the not the minor details, I wrote about the major details, but I just wrote about them, period. I just always have these females, like, on the side of my head all the time. Like, for me, I always worry about BAP, like, is BAP okay? Do they have this stuff? Are these fans there? Because call me up. I will go up there to Korea with some mace and a baseball bat. We ain't playing. Dude, I might go to jail instead of them. Because I'm black. God. You see how this justice system works? No, but they need to understand I was in self-defense. There was like 12 of them mofos and one of me. I had to use a baseball bat and mace. Them girls know not to mess with BAP again. So I'm like, BAP, can you put me out in jail? I'm trying to save your asses now. But yeah, I always worry about BAP and what they're doing. And I think Zello, I already wrote about this. Zello always mentioned it. Well, not always mentioned it, but said something about it a while ago. I'm just like, if these fools hurt BAP, it's gonna be all like motherfucking Donkey Kong, because we about to be boxing, like for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. But for real, I mean, it goes for any groups. Their safety is number one. Their safety is number one, because I bet you this much, if they don't do anything about these girls, somebody's gonna be in the hospital, or somebody's gonna end up dead because of their stupid, because of Samsung fans' stupid methods. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna go to that length where they're gonna have to say, hey, we need to put a law, and I don't need it to go to that length. That should not happen. It shouldn't. So, you know, hopefully they got some type of method and plan. They need to talk to the president of South Korea if needed. JYJ, you could have talked to her while you was performing, you know, like, hey, can you help me out here? Can you put a law in place to protect me from these girls? You know, it just needs to be some talks of a law. If you have so much money, SMJYP, NYG, Cube, TS, 7 seasons, I don't, probably a new company, but still, you got big Block B. You need to protect your idols. You need to be in a group for once and compromise to say, hey, we need to do something about these girls. We need to. That's what it needs to come down to, is the companies trying to do something to help protect their artists. And not when something major happens, even when something minor is happening. Like them following them to the airport, them knocking them down. That's still a crime. It's not major as crashing a wedding, but that's still a crime. And even though they pushed them, they could get right back up and walk like it's nothing. That's still something minor that they did. So, you know, they just need to, companies, do what y'all need to do to protect your idols. For real, for real. So, like I said, I'll link my blog below, and tell, you know, so on and so forth. So, so you can read about what I've been saying for the past time. And you can probably see that my writing's gotten better, probably, from the very first one, because I read it, like, yesterday. I was like, it suck. But, you know, yeah. I'll link it. You'll look at it. Maybe comment on it. You can comment on this video. But, yeah. Deuces.